So this is going to be my 500 subscriber video, tribute video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be talking about different ways to package your models to prepare to get them to a show, if you are going to a show, or if you want to ship them in general. So there are many different items that you can use to package and ship models, but the two most common ones are bubble wrap and like a fabric material, like a bag or something. Now there's a lot of different things you can put the models in, such as boxes, plastic boxes, specially designed boxes for resins, you know, just never ending. But each have their flaws and each have good points and bad points, so it's up to you to decide what you think would work best for your models. So bubble wrap, which is used by a lot of people to package models, has its good things and its bad things. First of all, it's not very protective unless you put many layers on. A minimum of at least 3 layers, because this stuff just is not very thick and it does not protect against like hard surfaces, like if you accidentally tip over the box. And this stuff, sometimes when you can get it really tight around the model, it can chip an ear off. I've seen this happen many times before, and especially with models that have very thin ear connections to the head itself. So this stuff is, you know, it's okay, but it's not the best thing in the world to use. And another thing with this is that if this gets extremely hot, like let's say you leave this in the car with your models in it, out in the hot sun, because here in Arizona it gets pretty hot. In Phoenix, Arizona, it can get about 112. So if you leave your models in the car with this on them for a long period of time, this could actually slightly melt. And it could stick to the model, and then when you take your model out of the bubble wrap, you'll realize that it's all stuck, and then you'll have residue, and it'll peel paint off sometimes. So this stuff, you know, it's okay to use, but use it in last measures if you need to, because personally I don't really like wrapping my models in bubble wrap unless I actually absolutely have to, in case I don't have enough of other things. The next thing that I like is the pony pouches by Lori. These are very good things for transporting your models. On the inside, you can have fleece, which I recommend because it is very, very, very soft against the model itself, so it will not scratch or cause any damage to the models. They come in all different sizes. You can get them in all different fabrics. I sent her this fabric myself, so I wanted little kitties on it. But this size here it fits a traditional larger size models, such as the Shire mold here. So you can see there. Fits nice and snugly in there. So, and the good thing about those pony pouches is that you can put these next to each other, you know, like line them up like this in your box, and you won't have to worry about the models getting damaged in any way, because these are very thick. They're very nice. They're very secure. They have little Velcro straps up here, so it's hard for the model to fall out. I mean, literally, I have to use like 3 fingers to get the Velcro to come off. And they also have a little clear plastic thing here where you can put the horse's name in there, which is really nice. You know which container goes to which horse. You can also put your models on this, so when you go to the show, you can plop this down, put your model on top. Like this guy here, he's a resin, and he's laying on the back here on another pony pouch. So yeah, but they're really nice. I really like the pony pouches. They're cost-wise, they're more efficient than bubble wrap. Bubble wrap for 100 feet is about $8, usually, just depending on what size, thickness you get. And if you think about it, for $8, you could get, you know, you'd probably have to use at least almost, like, this is not even 100 feet. So if you can imagine this, you'd have to take this and wrap this up several times with this, and you would be spending a lot more money if you were to just save your money and buy some pony pouches. This one here, I believe, let's see, I believe the original price is like $12 for an extra large size. Stablemates are $3, I believe, for Lori's prices. I don't remember 100% sure, but if you send your fabric to her, she gives you discount, so which was really nice. So, but these are very well made. They're double stitched and all that, so you don't have to worry about anything. And these you can reuse, like with bubble wrap. You know, if you put tape on it, sometimes it'll tear. And you can see the kitty. There's a kitty right there. There's a kitty. But the bubble wrap has a tendency to tear when you put tape on it, and she is not helping. So, you know, bubble wrap, you know, if you don't have the money to afford pony pouches, you know, you could make them. But if you don't know how to sew or anything, that could be a problem. But personally, I like pony pouches. I only have 4 at this time, just for my extra large models. I will be ordering another pony pouch pretty soon for my other resin. I actually have 2 other resins, so I have to technically order 2 more. Because I do need to get those done. So, because I don't want my resins to get damaged on the trip. So, but there's, you know, you can also use, I've seen people use t-shirts, old t-shirts. Take a t-shirt, you put the model inside, and then you wrap it up. The bad thing about that is that it's very thin. You don't know, like sometimes when you wrap the model, you have no idea which way you put the model in. So if you grab the wrong inside of the model and you try to pull it out, you may drop the model because it falls out at the end of the t-shirt. Seen that happen. So, you know, just experiment, see what you like. I've seen people use towels. Towels, you know, are okay, but the bad thing about towels is that if you do use them, make sure that they're not colored, because colored towels can sometimes leave a residue on the model, which is bad. So, you know, it just varies on what you want to use, but personally, I use the pony pouches. Very nice and secure. Don't have to worry about them getting damaged, chipped ears, nothing, because there's no pressure on the top of the ears. The pressure is always on the side, where there's nothing fragile to break. Now, with different size models, you know, if you have a model like the Shire mold up here, you may want to put extra padding around the ears, because the ears, you can see, they stick out. So this right here is a fragile point. Like along with like his ears, a lot of the ears are very fragile, so you always want to make sure that if you do, you could wrap some tissue paper, not tissue paper, toilet paper around the top of the ears, especially on resins. Resins have the most fragile ear because resins are not made out of plastic. It's a different media. So they can get damaged very easily. So, you know, just experiment and so forth. Now with boxes, this is what I use with my models. I may switch to a different box, but you know, but we'll talk about that in the next video, so stay tuned.